Show me how. Welcome YouTubers, subscribers, followers. Thank you. Thanks for watching. What I'm going to show you how to do is demo a kitchen. Now this kitchen is in a mobile home. So it could pertain to a mobile home because it is in a mobile home. All right. And what I'm going to do is show you what you need to be concerned with when you are demoing a kitchen. The most important thing is safety, i.e. utilities, gas, electric, water. So you'll make your observations when you're demoing, and obviously if you've planned out and considered remodeling your kitchen, you've analyzed it and looked at the possibilities, the obstructions or hurdles that you need to get over, the concerns, the obstacles, etc. So in this kitchen, there's an electrical receptacle here, and I will show you. I try to do my videos, by the way, unedited, unscripted, unadulterated. That's the way I do them. I've got a receptacle here. I've got receptacles and switches here. You've got gas here and electric here. You've got electric because you've got your little igniter. And then underneath here, which gets to be a concern, and I'm gonna redo all of this. There's a little bit of a mouse problem here. And when you take a look underneath here, you'll see why I'm gonna remodel this kitchen. I've already done some of this over here temporarily so they could have some functionality while they're doing this kitchen, remodeling it. And the footprint's going to be a little bit different, and I want you to watch my other videos that show you the new footprint. This video, I'm just trying to explain to you how to demo a kitchen, okay? So obviously these are pretty much floating. They're fastened on the wall, and this kind of a faux partition that is mounted inside this cabinet that's giving you quite a bit of strength. It's also acting as a raceway for this electrical, okay? Otherwise, how are you gonna put the electric in there? It would be exposed, okay? And that I will probably end up putting in the base cabinet or a surface mount on the counter. So you got your dishwasher running through here, the lines, the supply lines, the drain, and the power, which is all under here. All of that is kind of junctioning right into underneath the sink, which is where it always usually does. So hang tight. And I am going to zoom in. Remember, I like to do this unedited because that way you folks have the reality of it. You're not missing anything. Okay, so here we go. All right, you see that's the drain for your dishwasher, okay, which is silly high. There's no air gap. You don't need an air gap if you have it drain right in. And there's a loop on this line. I don't know if there's a loop. I'll explain that to you later. Here's your supply lines, okay, which are wobbly, no good, cheesy. You've got your power receptacles, P-trap, T, waste bin. It's a 90-degree waste bin. It's your straight drain tail. These are your tail pieces. All right. Now, these mobile homes, they always ran it straight down instead of in the back. I'm going to try to put this stuff in the wall because the footprint's going to change. Hopefully, I'll be able to do it. Okay, but it's a mess under here. You can see it's a disaster. These cabinets, this is press board. The face frame is press board. It's as low bottom rung as you can get. There's almost no drawers, as you can see, and it's just time to go. All right. Again, the footprint's going to change, and you need to be concerned with the utilities for safety reasons. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'll start demoing this. Obviously, you have to get the stuff out of the cabinets, which usually the owner does. All right. And in this case, I'll help. And then we will pick this back up on the actual demoing of the kitchen. Okay? Thank you for staying with me. That bucket right there, you're probably going, hey, boo-boo, what's in the picnic basket? That bucket is full of water. It's always good whenever you do a project that is related to water to fill up a bucket of water, especially if you're soldering or whatnot. But it's just good to have for cleaning, if you need to throw it on a flame, any kind of an emergency, wash your hands, etc. Unless you have another line open, which in this case I don't. So again, I want you to take a look at this kitchen. This is a peninsula style. Okay, it's got the radius, the front radius, 22-degree sink, but the back end's not 22-degree. So it's interesting, in these mobile homes, they had some progressive or advanced modern features that are implemented in houses, i.e. like PEX pipe, which it wasn't PEX pipe back then, it was gray pipe, but the concept's still the same. Open ceilings, which is kind of cool. Look at those old lamps are silly, aren't they? And this was part of what I had done before, again, just temporarily. Of course, it didn't have that deep of a refrigerator cabinet because that design didn't come into play till later. And just so you folks know, the fascinating thing about what I'm doing is I acquired all of these cabinets from Habitat for Humanity. I found a whole kitchen, okay, for $1,200. And these cabinets are nice. I'm gonna take a picture or zoom in here on them for a minute. See, they're all ply. Okay, and then the drawers are your typical dovetail, maple, blah, 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 etc., which is pretty common and prevailing today. So one of the reasons why I bought these obviously was the price, but there's no press board. I really am not a fan of press board, and you'll see that later if you watch my other videos. I try to stay away from it. So here's some of the cabinets. Yes, of course they need work, but a lot of the sides may not be exposed. Okay, and the interiors are almost flawless, adjustable shelves. The typical conventional accessories that come with upgraded modern cabinets. Okay, self-closing, quiet, touch close, etc., different names for it. So this is what I wanted to show you. Now remember, the footprint's gonna change. Okay, you want a bucket of water. Always better to start with the lowers. You know, it really doesn't matter. When you're hanging cabinets, definitely you want to start with the uppers, without a doubt. Here you could start with the uppers because then you have something to step on. So I would say remove the uppers first, then the base. And then when you hang, you can hang the uppers first and then the base. So, you know, uppers both ways. You could do that. Okay. Now in this case, of course, you'd probably want to because you've got that kind of faux partition up there to stabilize the upper cabinets. Okay. So, stay with me and I will start to demolish here in a second. Now, I want to show you one other thing here. A lot of the cabinets today wouldn't have this kind of fastening system. You can see if I zoom in there, they don't have any backs. This one does because it's Peninsula, but you can see the wallpaper. So it's just fastened by the nailer up top, right there. It would be right there. Okay, in that area, right here. That's where you're gonna see fastening, and then down below, which they don't even have that. So there's not a whole lot holding this up. Obviously you don't have anything on the ceiling, okay? So it's pretty simple. That's your caveat right there. Okay, that's just your only caution right there. You could shut the power off. Okay, I'm not gonna in this instant. So if there's fireworks, enjoy. All right, okay. Hang tight. I'm just gonna put a pause here. All right. Just put the pause for a minute.